Hello and welcome to Question Time. I'm Benga Ashur. The road to 2019 election in Nigeria gets heated up with Gale of Defections as Nigeria's information minister, Lai Mohammed, dismisses it as a storm in a teacup. Really? He describes defectors from the ruling All Progressives Congress as political agents without moral principle and ideology. So the big question, is the Gale of Defection a mere scramble for party ticket or based on political ideology, as claimed by most of the defectors? We had a chat with Nigeria's Information Minister, Lai Mohammed, who feels strongly that defectors from the APC had inordinate ambition which runs contrary to the party's mandates. But can that be said of defectors from other parties to the APC? Well, Alhaji Lai Mohammed joins us in this interview.
This is season for defection. And if you go back to 2013, 2014, you find out that this is about the time when elections are approaching, you witness defections. But what people don't really appreciate or understand that largely the reason for defections are far from patriotism or principle. It's probably because sometimes it's because a senator, a House of Rep member, or a House of Assembly member who had already agreed in his locality that he was going to spend just one term, suddenly wants to change his mind, and then that is not possible. He has to move to another party.
So it's all about scramble for party tickets?
Partly.
And not political ideology?
No, partly. Like I said, partly. But this particular defection is a combination of both. However, the foundation for this defection was laid as far back as the day the current Senate president emerged as the president of the Senate against the clear wishes of the party, the APC. Because you remember that the Mr. President was being expected at the international conference in Abuja to come and resolve the issue of who becomes Senate President when we were all jolted that a Senate President had emerged. So
doesn't that contradict democratic rule? Does it mean the President was there to impose a candidate?
No. You see, it is the tradition worldwide in democracy that the party that has the majority in the House will produce the presiding officer in both chambers.
But did the Senate President go against democratic rules?
Yes. You see, it is, number one, you are first and foremost a member of the National Assembly because you are a member of the political party. There's no independent candidature so far in Nigeria. Therefore, that you are even in National Assembly itself is because the party gave you the ticket. And the party is not obliged to give anybody any ticket. Because the party gives you a ticket considering the political, ethnic, religious, configuration of that particular area and the political history. So all over time, it's always the practice that the party will sit down together if there's more than one contestant for the office and try to resolve where it goes.
But when you look at some of the statements issued by the Senate President on reasons for his defection, you begin to see that really throws up some issues
such as
that needs to be looked
such
at.
as
He said that he had exploited every form of reconciliation. And it seems that there are some elements within the party that frustrated that unity agenda.
Yes, but Benga, that's an admission on the part of the Senate President that he got there without the consent of the party. You see, the Senate President did the unthinkable. Not only did he get to be Senate President, behind, behind, the door. But he also made sure, which has never happened in the history of this country, that the Senate President will also come from the opposition political party. In other words, it's a kind of an insurance that in the event that it's removed, then we are going to have a Senate President who will be, be from the opposition.
Now, let's get this straight.
Sir. Let me finish, sir.
Okay.
Let me finish. See, there's separation of powers, no doubt. But it's expected that your own party in parliament, anywhere in the world, would support the executive arm of government. That's not trampling on the independence of the legislature. So a situation whereby, one, you have a Senate President whose source of legitimacy is doubtful. You have a Senate President who disobeyed his party and the leader of the party, Mr. President, to get there, and who presides over a National Assembly as if he's a leader of opposition, could only lead to the kind of, stunted development in the country.
But now, does this now allude to the fact that, to speculations that most of the actions taken against the Senate President, the several trials he has faced, and under the same party, was being politically motivated because he got there on the wrong footing?
Absolutely not. You see, the fact is that these allegations, even these deeds, these acts, these issues, had been there ever before he became Senate President. And it's not the only person who is a member of our party today who is being investigated.
Now, we can see a perceived reservation against the move of the Senate President. And now you're saying that Mr. President had left all prosecuting agencies to the independent. But in any way, from the benefit of hindsight, does this fan the embers of accelerating those actions or those charges or those summons against the Senate President?